Hello Sagittarius, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they are feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. Wow. A lot of sexy, sexy feelings here. You're very sexy, this person feels. Oh my God, look at that. Love. Okay. I could just end the reading right here, guys. This is how good this is. You have sexuality, you have love. Oh my goodness. This is a very rare combo. When it comes up, it's really nice because that does mean it's very promising. So some of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do channel through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need, because I can do that. So I don't actually channel through any spirit guides. I never have. And also at the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in this situation. Seems to be like, I don't want to jinx it, but if it comes out, it comes out. A very summery, sunny, happy kind of reading. There's the feelings that this person has are very renewed. So some of you might have been in a relationship with this person in the past. It could be currently. Oh, yeah, spoke too soon. It's always like that. This could be a situationship. This could also be simply that you have exchanged glances and there's just such an attraction, but no one's really speaking up. And because of nervousness, no one's speaking up here. There is definitely obsession though, this person obsessing. So we have here sexuality followed by love, wisdom, change, beauty, illness, wellness, selfhood, fear, and then we have cycles under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Sagittarius, it is very difficult for me to not think about you in that way. You are so tempting, so alluring, so sexy, so gorgeous. I can't stop thinking about your body. And I can't stop thinking about how I want to be with you. I do love you. I have fallen in love with you. And I don't just want to have fun. I want to make love to you. This love that I have for you now, I feel it is very sacred. It is true. It is pure. It is unconditional. It is something that I truly haven't experienced before, and it is wonderful. I want to give you this love. I want to show you this love. But many things in my life have changed. You may think I'm the same person that I used to be, but I'm not. I have changed. No longer are my ways the same as they were back then, because I have grown wiser. I've learned from my mistakes. I've learned from these lessons to not do what it is that I did before. But you don't really know this because there is this distance between us. You don't know it, you can't see it. I do want to make a change. to change things in this connection, I feel it's important. I do believe that it is time for things to move on. Things can no longer be the same. If I want to change, I truly need to make that change. It's not going to happen on its own. In you, I have found someone who is very beautiful, handsome, not only on the outside, but on the inside as well. Your beauty, your charm, your charisma, your talents. You make me see the world in a very different way. There's beauty in everything. And you show me that. I do want to be with you. But there are things that weigh me down. Things that weigh me down below the surface of this water. There's trauma. There are doubts. So many things I have gone through. Mistakes that I've made. A part of my past haunts me. This is why I find it difficult to move on, even to be with you. There are burdens, restrictions, constraints, things that are weighing me down, things that prevent me from being with you the way that you would like me to. Even if I try, it's difficult because these are the circumstances that I'm in. I can't let go. I can't release myself from this burden. These responsibilities are part of me. And I must come through with it. I know I've put you through a lot. And now you are no longer the same person that you used to be. You're more mature. You have changed. You're different. You have grown wiser. And it's difficult for me now because even if I want to reach out to you, I feel as if I can't because you are no longer the same. Before, I felt like I had you. I felt like I had caught you. But then everything was just gone and released. Now I feel intimidated. How am I supposed to reach out to you? This flame that once burned bright and strong, it has extinguished. And I don't know how to restart something like that I once had with you. It makes me very nervous. I see you now as someone who is very guarded. Once bitten, twice as shy. Were you like this before? Not like this, no. Unfortunately, what I did, I know I've turned you into this. Somebody who is not going to open up so easily. And I understand why. Because I hurt you. I do feel that a part of me doesn't deserve you at all. And I know that you know that. Sometimes I just feel worthless. A disgrace. Born evil. I don't know how I could have hurt someone that I love so much. Things were different for me back then. But I've had time to think about things, which is why I am wiser now. Am I nervous? Yes, I am. Do I fear this connection? I fear connecting with you, reconnecting with you, but I also fear losing you. Both scare me. But do I want you? Yes, I do. There's many things about this connection that give me anxiety even, because of the things that have happened. But I want to make a change to this. I no longer want to be that person who is timid, scared, shy, who gets anxiety, who has stress over these things. I don't want to be that person anymore. There was a time when I started to feel worthless, useless. There's this lack of self-esteem that I have. This lack of understanding of my confidence. I feel insecure. I wasn't like this before, but now I am. Overall, I am obsessing over you. The way you look, the way you smell, everything about you. I want to be close to you. The things that have happened between us, good and bad, they repeat in my mind in a cycle. It comes and goes, it just doesn't stop. I do want to be with you. But the problem is right now there are many things holding me back. And what I did to you makes me nervous. I find it difficult reaching out. All right. Sagittarius. A lot is going on here. The type of reading this is, it is very intense. I do, just from these cards, even if it doesn't show up at the end of this reading, but I do see that this person wants to be with you. They still want to be with you because there's so much love here. There's a lot of love. This person has grown wiser. They find you absolutely gorgeous, beautiful on the inside and out. These are very strong cards. And the fact that it's a cycle here, it's obsession. They're obsessing over you. The only issue here is that whatever happened between the both of you, it's made them insecure. Wow, they are so nervous. They're so nervous. All right, let's have a look at the Lover's Path Tarot. So I'm going to have a look at what it is that your person of interest is, or rather, sorry, what they were feeling back then when things started to go downhill. So what was the reason why things just didn't work out? Something happened. Some of you might know, some of you may not know. Something that caused the problem in the first place. Three of Coins and Two of Staves. A very different combination. I usually don't get these cards like this. So let's have a look at the Three of Coins. These I read in the reverse. Here it talks about how at some point in time you may have noticed this person stopped wanting to build a future with you. They stopped manifesting. And even on the physical realm, you may have maybe started something together, but it just never finished. This could be like a project or a construction or something like that. Here, it talks about rechecking plans for expansion. Are they even practical? There was time to confer with those who may be more experienced. So why would somebody need to talk to somebody who's experienced? Because back then, they were not wise. You remember, you just had the wisdom card right there. Now they are wise. Those cards in the beginning, that is your present situation. This is in your past. So they were not wise back then, but thank God they're wise now. So that's good. With Three of Coins, unfortunately, this also means when it says time to confer with those who may be more experienced, They're asking other people because they wanted to recheck their plans for expansion, for growth. They were scared. They were nervous. There was fear. And so they didn't know if it was even practical or real. Is it going to be beneficial for the both of you? Will you be able to afford it? Certain things like that. They were unaware of the consequences, of the type of outcome there would be, and therefore they ended up talking to other people. Now the problem is, not everybody gives the best of advice, because everybody has their own agenda, they have their own ways of thinking, and that caused a problem. The problem here was that when this individual started to listen to other people, they were conferring with those who may be more experienced. So not everybody who has an experience is a good experience. Somebody may just be biased. Somebody might be biased because they've been hurt in a relationship. So even if this person talked to somebody, it could be that it didn't work out between the both of you because the advice they got was not good. So some of you might have that. That also means that somebody in this connection has an external party that is kind of either nosy or they're very opinionated. Some of you may be dealing with someone who knows someone. Or if just to put it in an easier way, there's someone who's interfering in this relationship. Let's just put it that way. And the person that's interfering in the relationship is providing some type of advice that might be okay for your person of interest, but it really wasn't good for the connection for you together. So that's the issue here. This person trusted someone, they got advice, but then it just didn't seem to work out. It wasn't the right advice. Here we also have the Two of Staves. Let's have a look at the Two of Staves. Two of Staves. Okay. Here it talks about how this person really wasn't interested in starting something new at some point in time. The partnership that you had, they started to think of you as someone separate. The ideas that they had, they wanted to ignore their ideas. Here, there was a lack of helpful influences. There was a desire to transform inspiration into action. But here we're reading the opposite. So that desire went away. There was not any kind of desire or inspiration to turn anything into action. There was no action being taken. So it talks about venture that loses momentum after a promising start. Oh yeah. Disappointment in projects. Frustration or impatience and needing help. So when we talk about somebody that is not wise, it's usually two things. Either they are just inexperienced or they're immature. Now, it's kind of rare for an immature person to willingly go and get advice. But somebody who's inexperienced is aware that they have a lack of experience, so then those are the type of people that go and ask for help. This person asked for help, and unfortunately, what ended up happening, there was a sense of disappointment in the work that both of you were putting into this connection. And we also have here frustration or impatience. They had started to grow frustrated, and they had started to grow impatient when it comes to this connection. So that's not good. Yeah, it's like this person, they do have a mind of their own, but they were not confident enough to make their own decisions, and they needed somebody else to make the decisions for them. That is a very, very particular reading. Of course, you guys all know this. This is a general love reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody out there. All right. Let's have a look at the, okay. Just had to fall that far. Darn it. 1 second. So this is the beginner's tarot deck. And I'm having a look at any actions, any intentions, any plans that this individual may have towards you. Ooh, yeah, they feel restricted. A lot of restrictions. Not taking any action, a lot of daydreaming. The Wheel of Fortune. Oh, they're just so in their head. My God, some of you must be like so frustrated because you know this person wants to reach out. I mean, I saw the cards in the beginning, right? This person really does want to reach out, but they just don't have the guts or the courage to do so. We have your Justice. They want to make things right. They want to do the right thing. They want to have an equal give and take in this relationship. They want to have more of a commitment in this connection. But right now they are in a situation, and for a small portion of you, this is a third-party situation where someone is either having an affair or somebody's cheating. Like something's going on here where your connection is either forbidden or their connection with you is forbidden. So we have here 8 of Swords. This person has been blindfolded, metaphorically speaking. They can't see, they can't hear, they're not allowed to see, they're not allowed to hear, right? Oh, can they touch? No, they can't touch. Their arms, legs, feet, hands are tied. They're surrounded by swords like a cage. They're in a cage. And far in the distance, there's someone watching them like a hawk. So do they have freedom? Absolutely no. 2 reasons. One could be because they are already in a situation or in a connection with someone else. The other reason is either that their circumstances right now, maybe they are still, let's just say they're still in school or university or something like that, or they've gone back to school. Some type of education that they want to complete. Because they are distant from you, they're not able to drop all of that and then just be with you. That's the whole issue here. That's what I'm seeing, that there is a problem here between this connection where there is a restriction that is beyond their control. Then we have here the 7 of Cups. Now, this person has a lot of choices to do many things. They have many things that they feel they need to accomplish. Sometimes this sometimes also talks about as a card that is online dating. So they may be seeing other options that they have, but you are their first option. You are that one person that they really want. Remember, you have the best cards in the house right in the beginning. First and second card were like those are the type of cards you want in a reading. Love and sexuality. But this person is daydreaming a lot and they're not taking any action. And the reason why, it's because they are inexperienced and most likely immature. Here we also have the Wheel of Fortune. Now it's great to have the Wheel of Fortune, but unfortunately here, no pun intended, it means that this person is depending on fate and destiny to take charge. You see, there's that old saying, right? God helps those who help themselves, or the energy that exists in the universe, the positive energy, will help those who actually take action and do something. Unfortunately, this person is not taking any action, and so they are not going to receive any type of positive or negative effect. They're not doing anything. They're just hoping. And hope is okay. Hope is always good. But there needs to be some type of a manifestation too, beyond that. And I don't see that happening here. Do they want you? Yes, they do. Do they want a positive outcome? Yes, they do. Are they in the right frame of mind or circumstances to do it? Absolutely not. That's what I see here. We also have the 5 of Pentacles under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. they feel, and they also have put themselves into this situation, you may not have, but they feel very rejected. They feel neglected. They feel as if they don't have any love to give, as if even if the both of you were to get together, they feel that they can't actually give it to you or share it with you. They feel sterile in a way. So that's a problem. This person feels left out in the cold. It is very upsetting because I saw that there's so much passion, so much love. However, most of these cards talk about how this person has a lot of restrictions, how there's a lot of mental anguish, how there's a lot of emotional, even financial issues it could be too that are holding them back. So do I see them taking any action? No. For now, I just see them knowing that they have this intention. And intentions are important because once you have the intention, then you can make the plan. After the plan, then you take action. So at the very least, this person does have the intention of being that individual who wants to give you something solid. So they do want something like this. They want to be in a connection with you. They want a long-term committed relationship. It is talking about commitment and to make the situation with you more balanced, because they know that you may have just been giving and giving and all they were doing was just taking. All right, let's have a look at what the angels have to say about this. Just going to do a quick prayer. All right, these messages, wow, are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. Here we have romance. Then we have there's something better. So the romance card does talk about a spiritually based romantic connection. And that is possible for this connection to be that. Ooh. Not everything is always meant to be, no matter how much love exists. Sometimes love is not enough. There's something better, let go. You can't get more clear than that. Trust. It's like, so you do this and you do that, but like, yeah, don't worry, trust in God. Trust in the divine. That's like a band-aid over the wound right there. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. This is just, it's probably not what you guys were expecting. Basically, the angels here are saying it's most likely not the best thing for you, but you also have someone else coming into your life that will be more promising. Usually when this card comes up, there's something better. It also talks about a better situation and can also talk about a person. Completely new, brand new person. Here we have a situation where you have romance, there's something better, let go, trust, forgiveness, no need to worry, remain positive in the near future. All right. So, let's talk about romance. A lot of people feel in the world, and I do these readings and I've been doing them for a long time now. And with the help of my angel guide, I've seen so much. And I have seen that the majority of the time, I would literally say 99.99%. If I could say 100, I'd say 100. Everybody has a spiritual connection. You meet someone. Somehow that person was in your past life. Or somebody could be from a future lifetime that's meant to be in the next 100 years or so. But what's interesting, in the spiritual realm, yes, we were together maybe in the spiritual realm or in a past life. Not everybody who was in a past life connection, or if you meet somebody now who's your soulmate or your twin flame or your karmic partner, it's not necessary that in this lifetime we end up with them or that we are supposed to be with them, because that's not the only person. You have an array, a buffet of people in your entire life that are going to be meeting you. These people most of them that are in a romantic connection with you, they are from a past life. They do have a spiritual connection with you. When I do past life readings, there are a few anomalies. So anomalies meaning some people have been from the future. Some people have been from a different dimension. I know I'm really far out there, but this is what I do and I love it. It's very, very rare. So just as an example, if I do 100 readings, maybe 3 or 4 out of those readings are anomalies. Like they're just different type of readings altogether. It's even more difficult for me because it's something that I haven't experienced before. So my angel guide has told me this, that even if you do find someone in this lifetime, you think that you will never find anyone else again, that is kind of incorrect, because you have to look for the other person. You have to be open-minded enough to recognize that, yes, there are other options out there. There's other opportunities. Sometimes we have opportunities, but we don't take them. Here, some of you are already in a connection with someone who is your twin flame, your karmic partner, your soulmate, maybe even more. But those are the top 3 that I've seen that are really strong. They are saying that there's something better than the situation that you are in. It could also be that there is someone better than the situation and the person that you're already thinking of. Either of you, letting go is important. Let go of the feeling that you have to be with this person. It's hard, I know. It's hard to just, it's easier said than done. Letting go means you don't have to stop loving them. That's not even going to work. There's no on-off button there. You just stop communicating with them. For some of you, you may need to literally let go and don't call them, don't text them, no happy birthdays, no gifts, no happy Mother's Day, Father's Day, nothing like that. No happy birthdays, nothing. Don't do that. As much as it hurts, I know it hurts, and I know you really want to say it, but for some strange reason, when you don't, it triggers the other person. It's like the most sadistic kind of energy. It's the weirdest thing, but it works. That's what's strange about it. Usually people come around when you start to ignore them to some degree. Unfortunately, it could be for months and it can be years. But if there's some type of communication, even the smallest type, directly or indirectly, the person usually will contact you after a while. It could be years though. My twin flame, for example, about 4 or 5 years later, things are now just kind of opening up. Let's just talk. But it's not even the type of talk. It's just like a hi-bye type of situation. So you can imagine 4 or 5 years, right? That's a long time. Here we also have trust. So do trust in the divine. It's very important for you to have that sense of trust and faith that things are going to work out for you. Because if you don't pray for this, if you don't hope for this, then who else is going to do this? It has to be you. You have to be sending out that positive energy, which is remain positive. In this connection, somebody has hurt someone, and there is a sense of forgiveness, and there will have to be some type of forgiveness that goes forward in this connection. Either you're going to say sorry, they're going to say sorry, or maybe the both of you are going to say sorry. But I have encouraged you with the past, for those of you that are new. For example, and I do deal with the Christ consciousness and his Father, as well as the angels in heaven. Forgiveness, for example, in the Bible, right? It talks a lot about forgiveness. Yeshu, who is Jesus, he talks a lot about forgiveness, compassion. Why is that? What I have learned from my angel guide is that forgiveness is important to conduct in life, because around a person, if you're angry at someone, there's almost like a negative energy bubble that orbits around you. And every time you think about that person, that bubble is always there. It will always remain. It hovers wherever you go. It does not matter how young or old you are. It doesn't matter where you are. It is always going to be with you. Even in your dreams, it is with you, right? We're still not happy with people even in our dreams. And that's not even a waking state. So it is important to allow us to have that compassion. And how do you do that? How do you forgive someone? Because you realize that, you know what, they just didn't know any better. They truly didn't. Everybody wants to be a happy person. Sometimes we get negative energies inside of our homes, around our aura, inside of our body. They really screw things over for us. Sometimes we have our own faults, our own karma that we have to suffer from, either in this lifetime or from the past. But at the end of the day, if you can have that energy and that compassion to forgive somebody, it is simply because you have put yourself in their shoes, try to understand where they're coming from, have that compassion, because everybody wants to be happy. By not having compassion, you're not giving yourself a chance. And the moment you end up forgiving this person, you don't forget about it. Don't forget about it because you don't want it to repeat. You need to learn from the mistakes that are made and the lessons that are learned in this life. But by having that compassion, you know going forward that every time you think about that person, that negative energy bubble, it will be gone. It will burst as soon as you have that sense of forgiveness for that person. It's easy to do. It's like you literally just feel sorry for the person. I know it sounds bad. You feel sorry for the person. You feel compassion for them. They just didn't know any better. They're just not educated enough. They just don't have any experience. They're just immature. There's so many ways, so many things. And truly, that is the reason why people do what they do. A lack of experience, sometimes immaturity. Even if they're really nasty towards you, even if they hurt you deliberately, it's because of something that happened in their past, in their youth, in their childhood, or even a year ago. Hurt people, right? So just keep that in mind. It's very, very important because if you get rid of that, you are like really, you're going to be a happy person. You're going to attract a lot of positive energy. A lot of positive things will come to you. Here we also have, there's no need to worry. So they're saying that. Remain positive. So there's no need to worry. Remain positive. And in the near future, there's going to be something better. Very nice. So with the Remain Positive card, I do encourage you to have a look at my Holy Light package. It's on my website, www.asnointia.com. I've created that package so that people can get rid of negative energies from their home, around their aura, and inside of their body, which is their chakra centers. The reason why I made it is because once you get rid of negative energies, you will be able to have positive energy in your life and maintain it, to retain it, because the more negative energies we have, the more they block any type of positivity, any type of manifestations we want. There's no use manifesting if you're surrounded by negative energies. It's not going to come to you. It doesn't. So eventually, once these are gone, negative energies, then many things that are in your life that are owed to you karmically, that is written in your book of life, at the very least, those will come. Yes. On my other channel, Asnointia Audio, have a look at some of my videos. They may provide some more clarity. That's my YouTube channel, Asnointia Audio. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be able to upload another video very soon. I'm focusing more on negative energy to provide everybody a bit more context on that and more information on that. And that's your reading, Sagittarius. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity, some guidance in your situation. I know it's very complicated. There's so much love there, but then it's almost like, okay, leave this person alone, let them grow, and then they'll eventually come back. For the majority of you, if this reading is resonating, then for the majority of you, that will happen. And of course, this has to be practical. You can't be at home for, like, I've had clients of 15, 20 years, and I've mentioned this before. And that is how much love there can be, that they just wait. But the problem is there's no communication between the two people. So it's not practical. This is applicable to those people who have some type of a connection with the person, directly or indirectly. Either they hear about you or you meet once a year somewhere at a party in your mutual, through mutual friends or something like that. But there has to be some type of connection between the both of you in order for something like this to be applicable. So just keep that in mind. All right, Sag. You all take care. Stay safe. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys again. Bye now.